and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Monday. Today is Monday, 7th of August 2023, and it's equivalent to 20th of Muharram 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines: on HAJARKU, Customs Controller General puts officers at Benin, Cameroon borders on red alert. Lagos government sacks facility manager, suspends Lasmra. General manager over elevator tragedy. PLATEAU, Benue, Niger IDPs hit 548,751. Federal government begins emergency intervention. And on the foreign scene, Niger closes airspace citing threat of intervention. And in sports, Arsenal clinch Community Shield after thrashing Manchester City 4-1 on penalty. And those were the headlines. And for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. The Acting Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service NCS Bashir Adeni has put officers and men of the service manning the Benin Republic, Cameroon and other borders on a red alert following the Nigeria-Niger border closure. Adeni said implementation of the Nigeria-Niger border closure is 100%. He said this on Sunday while addressing officers and men of the NCS during his working visit to the headquarters of the Ogun Area 1 Command of the NCS at Idiroko, Ogun State. The Comptroller General called on custom operatives manning borders to wage war against any attempt to jeopardize national security. He explained that special attention must be given to any transit goods heading to Niger Republic. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the shutting of Nigerian land borders with Niger Republic as part of measures against the military junta in the West African country. According to Adeni, criminals in an attempt to break or smuggle arms into Niger Republic may explore other land borders like that of Benin Republic and Cameroon. Opposition has continued to trail plans by the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS, led by President Bola Tinubu, to launch military operations against Niger Republic. As the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria (CBCN), the Jamaatul Nasrul Islam JNI, led by Sultan of Sokoto, the Alumni Association of the National Institute and Arewa Broadcast Media Practitioners Forum, weekend kicked against the move. It will be recalled that the ultimatum given the coup plotters by ECOWAS leaders to restore ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to power or face military action expired yesterday. Reacting to the development yesterday, the troops of the religious bodies and the associations urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to dissuade ECOWAS heads of state from using military might to subdue the coup plotters in Niger Republic. While commending efforts so far undertaken by the federal government, particularly the initiation of a dialogue process aimed at resolving the crisis in Niger Republic, they reminded the federal government that if Niger was attacked, Nigerian citizens would scamper into Nigeria for safety. The police in Ondo State have arrested a 45-year-old man, Bankole Ogini, following the death of a woman who was said to be his ex-lover. According to the police, the 45-year-old woman, whose identity has not been revealed by the police, was found dead in the house of the suspect, while some parts of her body have been removed. The police added that it was the daughter of the deceased that reported the matter after seeing the lifeless body of her mother tied down with a rope and some parts of her body removed in the suspect's house located in the Oke-Aro area of Akure, the state capital, on Sunday. Spokesperson of the State Police Command, Fumilayo Odulami, who confirmed the incident, stated that the remains of the deceased have been deposited at a hospital morgue while the investigation had commenced. In light of an investigation into the tragic death of Dr. Diaso Uvuare from an elevator crash at General Hospital Odan, the Lagos State government said it has sacked and blacklisted the facility managers responsible and suspended the general manager of the Lagos State Infrastructure and Asset Management Agency, LASIMRA. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Olumide Sogole, in a statement on Sunday, revealed that based on the initial findings of its panel of inquiry, the state government said it had taken several actions. In addition to the sacking and blacklisting of the facility managers and the La Simra boss immediate suspension suddenly disclosed that the operations and line of reporting of the facility managers have been restructured to involve the hospital management directly. Police operatives and some local hunters have arrested 16 people over kidnapping and armed robbery activities in Adamawa State. Adamawa Police Command said on Sunday that the 16 suspects were picked up in the course of security operations in Mobi North, Gombe, and Fufore local government area. Police image maker Suleiman Guroje said 6 AK-47 rifles and other weapons were recovered from the suspects. He added that the command would charge them to court for prosecution and completion of investigation. He said Commissioner of Police Afolabi Babatola was particularly appreciative of the local hunters who helped the police with arresting the suspect. The CP, according to Guroje, appealed for support from all residents to enable the police carry out its duties more efficiently. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) will deploy 11,355 bimodal voter accreditation system machines for voter accreditation in the November 11 governorship elections in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. A top official in the commission who spoke on anonymity disclosed these to newsmen on Sunday. According to INEC, Bayelsa State has 2,244 polling units. Kogi has 3,508 polling units and Imo has 4,758 polling units. However, the Commission, during reviews of the 2020 polls, insisted that the deployed beavers recorded a 98% success rate. Speaking to newsmen on Sunday, the INEC official gave the assurance that the Commission will perform better in the upcoming off-season governorship elections. The estimated number of internally displaced persons (IDPs) in Benue, Niger, and Plateau states in 2023 alone has risen to about 548,751 figures collated on Sunday from various local and international organizations showed. It was also gathered on Sunday that the federal government, through its National Emergency Management Agency, has commended distribution of relief items under the Special National Economic Livelihood Emergency Intervention. According to reports, Plateau has 18,751 estimated IDPs. Benue has 230,000 and Nigeria has 300,000 as of July 2023. When contacted to speak on what the government was doing to ameliorate the plight of IDPs, the spokesperson for the National Emergency Management Agency, Ezekiel Manzo, said their items to be distributed to the IDPs include food and non-food items. Livelihood support tools and seedlings will be directly distributed to the beneficiaries to enhance their socio-economic resilience. ITEM Global Charity Care Foundation yesterday rounded up its two-day Plateau State Orphans Quranic Recitation Competition at Danjaman Mosque, Nasara in Jos, Plateau State capital. After appreciating Alhaji Muhammad Sani, popularly called Alami Jaman, for sponsoring the state competition in their separate remarks at the competition closing ceremony, ITAM National Chairman and Secretary Engineer Muhammad Shuaibu Tukur and Mr. Muhammad Jamilu Jibril Hassan, respectively, appreciated Honorable Muhammad Adam Al-Ali OON for pledging to sponsor the National Orphans Quranic Recitation Competition slated to hold on 28th of August 2023 at Sharna Hotel, highlighting objectives of ITEM Global Charity Care Foundation, which include sponsoring orphans' education, empowering widows, rehabilitating youth, among others. The National Coordinator, ITEM National Quranic Recitation Competition, Mr. Yusuf Tijani, and ITEM National Publicity Secretary, Malam Hamza Uwais Dahir, emphasized the need for assisting orphans, noting that it has enormous reward. Those who emerge first positions in 30 Jews, male and female categories and represent Plateau State at the National Orphans Quranic Recitation Competition level, Al-Amin Adam from Jos North and Aisha Dahir from Riyom, respectively, expressed their happiness and gratitude to Allah and appreciated the foundation and all that had assisted in the competition. Our correspondent Jamilu Abdullahi Mazado reports that highlights of the event, attended by dignitaries from various local government areas of the state, include dining, recitation of Quran, and presentation of cash and valuable prizes to the participants. The Delta State Police Command said it has arrested 7 suspected kidnappers, including a self-acclaimed female pastor in whose house a victim was kept. State Police Public Relations Officer Bright Tafe, in a statement yesterday, said on 19th of July 2023, a case of kidnapping was reported at HAJARKU police station, where the distress caller stated that on their way back from their shop at about 20-30 hours of the same date, 3 marksmen armed with guns accosted them at the entrance of their house at Obinoba in Nkwani local government area and kidnapped the mother. The statement noted that on 26th of July 2023, the kidnappers released the victim after collecting a ransom of 2 million naira and other jewelry worth about 3.5 million naira. Armed with relevant information, the command embarked on an intelligence-led investigation which paid off when on 4th of August 2023, the operatives arrested one Kabi Kesta, aged 43 years. Tafe explained that the suspect, when interrogated, confessed to being a member of the gang that kidnapped the woman whose name was withheld. His confession led to the arrest of 2 other suspects, namely Henry Owojeru, 42 years, and Franca Okozo, a self-acclaimed pastor and wife to the leader of the gang, named Celestine Nova, at large, in whose house the victim was held captive for 6 days. On the foreign scene, Niger's military rulers announced Sunday that they had closed the country's airspace, warning that any attempt to violate it will meet with an energetic and immediate response. The announcement came as the deadline from the West African bloc ECOWAS for them to hand back power to the democratically elected president Mohamed Bazoum was due to expire. ECOWAS last Sunday issued Niger new military rulers with an ultimatum to stand down within the week or face possible military intervention. Bazoum was overthrown on July 26 when members of his own guard detained him at the presidency. And in sports, Arsenal won their Community Shield to end Manchester City's silverware streak with a 4-1 penalty shootout victory after a 1-1 draw against the treble winners on Sunday. Mikel Arteta's side forced the shootout thanks to Leandro Trossard's heavily deflected equalizer 11 minutes into stoppage time at Wembley. Cole Palmer had given City the lead late in the second half, but Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri missed their penalties before Fabio Vieira converted the decisive kick in the annual curtain raiser to the Premier League season. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Badarsat, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also stream us and watch us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Do have yourself a lovely day.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.